What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome into the Bulls Report. My name is Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, we're going to be discussing why the Chicago Bulls season is officially over after that embarrassing performance against the Utah Jazz on Monday night, where they lost to not only the 0-6 Utah Jazz, who did not have Lauri Markkanen, they got embarrassed in that game, and I think our attention should shift to that man right there, Cooper Flagg. And that's how I'm going to start off today's show. If you guys want the Bulls to tank for Flagg, hit that thumbs up icon because the Bulls season is over. And it was just an absolute embarrassing performance by this group yet again. And for another season, I can confidently say it. The Bulls season is over before Thanksgiving. It is an absolute joke. They're the biggest joke of an organization in all of sports. We're going to dive into it on today's show. The first thing I want to talk about, and the biggest thing that kind of pissed me off against this Jazz team, the Jazz took this guy right here, Cody Williams, one pick before the Bulls took Modest Buzelis. He started. He got 20-plus minutes, and he looked pretty good. And he has already taken strides from how he has looked in their first regular season game. And what do the Bulls do? How many minutes did Modest Buzelis play against a terrible Jazz team? He played 4 minutes. He had one freaking rebound. How do you expect a guy to develop in the NBA without giving him minutes? That was the first thing that drove me crazy. The second thing, and Vooch, we don't have your headshot, but honestly, I don't care. You ran your offense through Nikola Vucevic that entire game. What's the point? What are we doing? What is the goal of that? Because one, you're not going to win many games. You're going to be one of the worst teams in the NBA if you run your offense through Vooch. And two, you're not developing other guys. Where's Patrick Williams? I'd rather see him get the ball, even though he has been effing terrible this whole season. Coby White, get him the ball more. He needs more shots. The fact that they literally will look Bulls fans in the eyes and say, we want to be a competitive team this year, and then you run your offense through one of the most frustrating centers in the NBA. And I understand he has had a good season statistically. He is one of the worst defensive players I have possibly seen in NBA history. Because Vooch, you put up 23 and 10. Oh, well, the dude you're guarding, John Collins, put up 28 and 13. What about the center for the Utah Jazz? Walker Kessler kicked his ass on the boards. 12 points, 16 rebounds, 2 of 7. He's not getting a whole lot of shots, but he was a lot more effective than that bum Nikola Vucevic was. And I'll say this, guys. To everybody who, was kind of taking victory laps after the Bulls had a couple good wins versus some, good teams. But you look back at that, the Milwaukee Bucks are, 1-6. And, the Bulls, it's just every single year. And why I was so against keeping LaVine and Vooch on this roster to start the season is because it is the same old story. It is the same exact thing every single season. And you guys deserve better. All the people who get in the comments section and say, I am the biggest hater of the Chicago Bulls. I am one of the biggest Bulls fans you ever meet, and I want the best for this organization, and I could give two shits about a play-in tournament appearance. I want to get back to where we're competing for championships. And sometimes you have to take a couple steps backwards to move forwards, and the Bulls organization, yet again, year after year after year, has failed to realize that. You also want to know what's hilarious? This dude's playing 20-plus minutes. Dalen Terry's an awful NBA player. He should not be on any roster. This is his 4th season, and he has still shown no development. I respect Dalen. He plays very hard. He is a very good guy, a very charismatic player, or charismatic person to have in that locker room. But again, he should not be getting 20-plus minutes. And then also, Chicago kid, Talen Horton-Tucker, big fan of him. He should not be getting 27 minutes a game. Like, that is a crime that he is getting that much tick. And it all goes back to just the overarching issue. Modest Buzelis. You got lucky that that guy fell to you in the NBA draft. And yes, maybe he doesn't look the best in training camp, best in practice. He has been an inefficient player. But how do you work out those inefficiencies? You get him on the damn basketball court. And the Bulls, yet again, year after year after year, they are the worst organization in developing young talent. They are one of the worst ran teams in all of major sports, and it starts at the top because that scumbag Jerry Reinsdorf, he just had the Chicago White Sox break the record for the most losses in a season, and yet again, he has the Bulls going to be one of the most mid teams in NBA history. And also the Bulls, there's enough talent on this team for you to go pick up a couple wins against the Wizards, Pistons, the Brooklyn Nets, some of these bottom feeders in the NBA. And the worst thing that could happen this season is the Bulls don't get their own top 10 draft pick. That would be an absolute crime. And you know who would get it? The San Antonio Spurs. That's a well-run team. They are running laps around you. And if you had the power rank all NBA teams in terms of how close they are to winning their next championship, the Bulls are dead last, and I don't even think it's close. I would rather be a Trailblazers fan. I would rather be a Wizards fan because they have more hope heading in here to the future. I'll ask you guys this, and I'm not even giving you guys an option for no. And if you guys honestly type no, you just got to look yourself in the mirror and just realize what basketball team you're really supporting, because they don't give a damn about the fans, and it's a joke. So, are the Bulls the biggest joke in the NBA? You got only one option to type, and that's yes. So type those down below in the comments section. I am fired up right now, and we'll dive more into this, so just stay here for a second. But first, got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. If you guys download the PrizePicks app today, use promo code CLNS at prizepicks.com/CLNS. You guys will get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. Best part is, you don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Now, PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. Now, in my opinion, the Bulls are the worst watch in the entire basketball league right now. And if you guys want to make these games more entertaining, hey, PrizePicks is a great way to do so. So sign up today, use promo code CLNS, and you guys will get $50 instantly if you head over to prizepicks.com/CLNS. But plug in that promo code, give them a look. They're an awesome, awesome daily fantasy sports app, and I use them for every basketball, football game I watch, and I highly suggest you guys do the same. So head over there, prizepicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS, and you guys will get $50 instantly. But shout out to PrizePicks, run your game. Let's talk about this guy. Stats look good against the Jazz, but again, I want to get up here and I want to rip Patrick Williams, but he's not even close to the biggest issue on this team because he's also just not getting a chance. You just gave a guy a 5-year, $90 million deal to literally sit in the effing corner on offense and just do nothing. Like, he never gets the ball. He never runs pick and rolls. He just sits there, and he is a corner boy. And, yeah, I would like to see some more effort defensively from him. But, again, I played basketball all my life growing up. If I'm not getting the looks I want offensively, you think I'm going to be as locked in as I should be defensively? Absolutely not. And I also don't think Billy Donovan was one of the biggest issues in this organization. I think it's the GM and the ownership here. But, Billy Donovan, you got to have some stones here. And you need to play Modest Buzelis. And it is a joke you haven't already. And this team is just overall a joke. And I'm just done. And, listen, Julian Phillips, I appreciate him. He plays hard. He should not get a single minute over Modest this entire season. It is just, again, every single issue we have with the Bulls just starts at the top. And, it's a shame. And, even this guy, I'm a big fan of Jalen Smith. He can't develop because you're still playing Nikola effing Vucevic 35 minutes a game, giving him looks on the low block. The Bulls run an offense like it's 1975, and they have one of these back-to-the-basket old-school centers that can go average 1.5 points per possession. That's not Vooch. And I understand. I can already see it now. There's going to be a damn comment. We didn't have Zach LaVine. That's why we lost to the Jazz. Zach LaVine has the lowest winning percentage in NBA history. He is an issue. Vooch is an issue. Billy Donovan's an issue. Arturas Karnisovas is the worst president of basketball operations in the entire NBA. He got lucky he drafted Nikola Jokic. That's the only reason he has a job with the Chicago Bulls. I could go on here and rant about this for the next 20 minutes, but honestly, they don't deserve my time. And also, our Chat Sports studios are down here in Dallas, Texas. Bulls play here tonight. There is not a single chance I'm going to that game. They could pay me $20 to go to that game, and I would not go. And I suggest you Bulls fans to do the same. You want change? Stop going to games. Stop buying merchandise because year after year after year, the front office, they see the ticket sales, they see the merchandise sales, and they just take advantage of you guys every single year. It needs to stop. Stop going to games. Stop buying t-shirts. Stop buying jerseys, and we might finally see some change. I'm fired up right now. But if you guys made it to the end, give me a C red down below in the comments section. Appreciate all of you guys watching today's show. See you next time. Go Bulls.